UC San Diego is at a real turning point right now when it comes to basketball. The women are still setting the pace in the Big West. The crowds are growing, and on the men's side, this week feels like one of those moments that can really define the rest of the season. Let's start with men's basketball. This is a must-respond moment for them after they fell to UC Santa Barbara at home last week. They had a little bit of a bounce back over the weekend, but UCSD is back at home at Liontree Arena Thursday night against Long Beach State. And this one matters more than the record might suggest. Tritons come in 15-8 overall, 5-6 in the Big West, having dropped 3 straight conference games for the first time in 3 years. The most recent loss at CSUN, where freshman Hudson Mays did a little bit of everything, 11 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, but UCSD couldn't keep pace late in the 81-64 loss. Now here's the context. Long Beach State sits 1 game behind UCSD in the standings. Only 8 teams make the Big West tournament. UCSD already beat Long Beach State 80-74 on the road back in December. Tritons lead the All-Division I Series 5-4, but this is not just a get-right game for UCSD. This is a standings game, and it comes at home where UC San Diego will play 5 of its 7 February games inside Liontree Arena.
Yeah, absolutely. And that game against CSUN over the weekend, that one got really, really rough for San Diego's for UC San Diego late. So that was a big kind of like a eye-opening game for them. Is there might be a couple of problems here, but a get right game here against Long Beach State. You've already beaten them on the road, coming back home, friendly confines. We talked about it on the show on Tuesday with San Diego State, coming back, playing more difficult games on the road early, now coming back and being able to get them at home. This could be a big boost for UC San Diego against Long Beach State.
For a few reasons to watch closely. Alex Chaykin has been red hot from deep, ranking second in the Big West Conference in three-point percentage at 46.5%. When UCSD is spacing the floor, they are a different team. Hudson Myers continues to emerge. He leads the team in field goal percentage and is the best free throw shooter in Big West play. And Bull Dengit gives them size, rebounding, and rim protection, something they'll need against a physical Long Beach team. Plus, UC San Diego is second in the Big West in home attendance during conference play, averaging nearly 3,000 fans per game, and recently played in front of a sellout crowd against UC Irvine. This program is learning how to handle expectations and pressure, but it's going to be a tough place to play for Long Beach State with the Tritons hosting them coming up later this week.
Yeah, absolutely. And UC, as you mentioned, UC Irvine had a sellout crowd in that game, so it's been very, very good and very much a home court advantage for UCSD whenever they come to Liontree Arena.
What's next, though? After Long Beach, it does not get easier for UCSD. They head to Hawaii on Saturday night, a place where very few teams win. But remember, UCSD already handed Hawaii its first conference loss earlier this season by out-rebounding a team that came in with the best rebound margin in the league. That tells you the Tritons can compete with anyone when they play to their identity. The big picture, though, UCSD isn't hiding anymore. They got the sellout crowds. Everything's building, but they got to be able to play their way into the Big West tournament. Now, as for the women are leading the pace. They're at the top of the leaderboard in West Coast Conference play. They've been playing great basketball so far this year, and it's a nice little bright spot in town when it comes to basketball with how successful the women's team has been.
Yeah, it's always great to see when you have one of the teams doing good, but especially to have both the men's and the women's team. The men's struggling a little bit, but still overall a very, very solid team. But to see the women setting the pace in the Big West, absolutely huge to see. And also nice to see some local media presence growing as well with games here on 97.3 The Fan.
That's right. Just for context, the UCSD women's basketball teams continuing to set the standards as mentioned before. Tritons went on the road and knocked off UC Santa Barbara 52-49 and a game-winning layup by Michaela Rose, then came home and dominated CSUN 82-67, forcing a program record 31 turnovers. Right now, the women's team is 10-1 in conference, sole possession of first place, 7-game road winning streak, winning games with defense, depth, and poise. Michaela Rose isn't just a scorer. She's also closing games and making history, setting a program record with 8 steals in one night. This team doesn't beat itself, and that's why it's sitting on top of the league in Big West Conference play. So talk about the men's basketball team a lot. We talk about, the men's basketball teams in town, but the women's basketball teams here in San Diego have been off to really good starts to the season and are really looking to finish this thing off and close things off. So that's our update on UCSD. We'll be back next week.